Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm talking about how I spent over $10,000 on grading comic books with CGC. So what this means is I have sent over 191 comic books to Sarasota, Florida to be graded and encapsulated by CGC Comics. As many of you or some of you may know, I have been spending the last few days doing this. I have been cracking out my entire CGC graded comic book collection, and it has been an interesting experience to say the least. So out of morbid curiosity, I decided to see how many comic books I had sent down there, but also how much I had spent. And the results were troubling, to say the least. I'm going to show you my submissions that I've sent to CGC, and I can't believe I've done this. Like, I have made some stupid decisions in my life, but this is one of the top ones. So on CGC, you can see all your submissions dating back to a certain period of time, which I'll show you, and it'll show you the fee that you paid, the authentication and the grading. Then they charge you an additional handling fee. And then you have return shipping, which you can pay on your own if you have like a UPS or a FedEx an account. But just here, there were 4 modern graded books submitted for grading and 7 vintage books. And this submission was, I believe it was last year, right? I'll have to look at the date again. But this was $369. That was January 21st, 2024. That was the last time I submitted some books there. And I only did it one time in 2024. As you can see, I have not done it since. So it's been a little over 14 months. In 2023... I submitted 6 for vintage grading and 3 for modern, totaling $292. On April 2023, I submitted 6 for vintage, 3 for modern, and 1 for a reholder, $317. And I mean, you can see what I'm showing you here. I mean, my first submission dated all the way back to June 9th, 2020. And when you click it, unfortunately, it doesn't have that information available. But I went down through here and we're looking at 191 comics. And as many of you know, if you've followed me and watched my CGC unboxings, many of these did not need to be graded, should not have been graded, and many that I thought would come back like a 9.8 in the modern tier came back a 9.6, basically making the grading irrelevant because a 9.6 in that modern book does not matter. You know, in my heyday, in 2020, I made 2, 4, 6, 8 submissions in 2020. 3 submissions in 2021, 3 submissions in 2022, 2 submissions 2023, and 1 in 2024. So you can kind of see how I taper off. I went absolutely crazy in 2020, submitting how many? 30, 44, 48, almost 100 books in 2020. So I just want to kind of say this. You know, I have made some dumb financial decisions. I've made a few dumb financial decisions in my life. One of which being I bought this truck. I bought a Ford Raptor. It's if you're not familiar with this, it's like a fancy F-150. And at this point in my career, I was making like car payments and like I wanted a fancy car so bad. I think I was like a year out of school, maybe a year and a half, not even. And I ended up selling that right at COVID, and thankfully recouped some of my money, but I still lost on that. But like this, and then after doing what I've done, it's one of the biggest wastes of money I've ever done in my entire life. Now, I was talking to my wife, Mother Goose, last night about, this, and I said, this has been a total waste. And she says, no, it's been a learning experience. And I appreciate her saying that. I appreciate her saying, that's a, looking at it the positive way. But I don't know, man. This is, I mean, I'm going to say this. I'm going to make a couple more videos about this because I want to show the collection all out of the slabs. And I think you guys are going to love it. I want you guys to see exactly how many of these freaking things I had in slabs as well. But like this was on me. This was my own mania. This is my own madness of just like thinking that I had to get these graded. I had to get the key issues graded, and I didn't already. Like I'm cracking out books that I bought already graded. Some of the ones I've already done that, and I actually got to look at the book, and it was already a better experience than when I bought it in the slab. And just going through the books, getting them out of these cases, it's been very cathartic to me. It's been honestly very enjoyable. I know a lot of you all are concerned about my mental health, and I appreciate that. Mental health is an important thing to be concerned about. It's just this has been a good thing so far. So I think I've got one more BCW box of slabs left. Now, there's a couple that I have not gotten the guts to crack yet. My ASM 129 in an 8.5, Ultimate Fallout 4 9.8, my Walking Dead 1 9.6, and my Invincible 1 9.6. I don't know. I haven't gotten to those yet, but I've cracked out some big ones, and I'll just kind of give you a teaser here. I cracked these out. This was a 5.5, and this was a 6.0, and I bought this one graded. I'm in the process that I've got this one in Mylar. This one, unfortunately, is not. I've ran out of Mylar bags. I'm going to have to buy some more. Just in comparison, 200 Mylar bags and boards are like $80, like $80-$90. Like, this was $10,000. What could I have bought with $10,000? I could have bought an X-Men 1, an FF1, like, I mean, something big. Like, I could have put that towards the house. Like, I could have poured the new concrete. I could have, I mean, there's just, it's what ifs, like a million what ifs. Like, but I chose to do this. I chose to go down this rabbit hole, this mania, and I'm to blame. I mean, this is my own doing. This was my own decision, my own fault, and I regret it. But at the same time, it is what it is. I did it, and I have to live with the consequences. Guys, how many books have you guys submitted to CGC? How many have you had graded? How much have you spent? Let me know. If at any point in time you like this video, give the thumbs up. And if you like this video, subscribe for more. Take care.